CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets, which is a styling language used to describe the look and formatting of web pages written in HTML and XML. It is used to separate the presentation and layout of a web page from its content, allowing developers to control the appearance of multiple web pages from a single CSS file. With CSS, you can specify styles such as font size, color, margin, padding, background images, and positioning of HTML elements on a web page. CSS also provides advanced styling techniques such as animations, transitions, and responsive design, which allows web pages to adapt to different screen sizes and devices. CSS is an essential part of modern web development and is widely used in conjunction with HTML and JavaScript to create dynamic and interactive web pages. CSS is a powerful tool that allows developers to create visually appealing and responsive web pages. Here are some key features of CSS. Selectors. CSS uses selectors to target specific HTML elements to apply styles to. For example, you can use a selector to target all the paragraph elements in a web page and apply a particular font size and color to them. Cascading. CSS is a cascading language, which means that styles applied to a parent element will also be applied to its child elements. This allows developers to create consistent and unified styles across multiple elements in a web page. Box model. CSS uses a box model to determine how elements are laid out on a web page. Each HTML element is treated as a rectangular box, and CSS provides properties to control the size, padding, margin, and border of these boxes. Responsive design. CSS allows developers to create responsive web pages that adapt to different screen sizes and devices. This is achieved through techniques such as media queries, which allow developers to apply different styles based on the device's screen size. Animations and transitions. CSS provides powerful animation and transition properties that allow developers to create dynamic and interactive web pages. For example, you can use CSS to create hover effects, smooth transitions, and even complex animations. Units of measurement. CSS provides different units of measurement to specify the size, length, and position of HTML elements. These units include pixels, ems, rems, percentages, and more. Flexbox. CSS provides a powerful layout system called Flexbox, which allows developers to create flexible and responsive layouts with ease. Flexbox is particularly useful for creating layouts that adapt to different screen sizes and orientations. Grid. CSS also provides a grid layout system, which allows developers to create complex and responsive layouts that are based on a grid of rows and columns. Grid is particularly useful for creating layouts that require precise control over the placement and alignment of HTML elements. Custom properties. CSS provides a way to define custom properties, which allows developers to reuse values across multiple CSS rules. Custom properties can be used to create consistent styles across a web page and make it easier to maintain and update. Browser compatibility. CSS is supported by all major web browsers, including Chrome, Firefox, Safari, and Internet Explorer. However, different browsers may interpret CSS rules differently, which can sometimes cause compatibility issues. To ensure cross-browser compatibility, developers must test their CSS code on multiple browsers and devices. Overall, CSS is an essential tool for modern web development, and it allows developers to create visually appealing, responsive, and interactive web pages with ease.